Hello, everybody. This is Big Baby Ben.
And this is Judas Black here tonight, guys, and this is a test talk for the Wrestling with Bros podcast. So if you want to watch while we fuck around with it, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, you don't have to join.
This is a test of new software, but we are excited to be returning to talk to you guys, and we do have an amazing interview tomorrow, and we're gonna go ahead and check that out.
And there you guys seen it. That is our boy AMB returning to the Wrestling with Bros podcast with some important information. Also talking about his wrestling things and what's going on with him so far this year. Guys, we are super excited to welcome him back. He's a very honorable guest and someone we welcome to the podcast anytime because he can chat it up for sure.
Anytime, such an honor to get A and B on the podcast, and definitely gonna, apply the pressure over the Chris Mercer match that just went down over at the MCW show, where shocks and awe shocked the arena as Chris the Wildcard Mercer pins A and B 1-2-3.
Absolutely, man. It shocked the MCW world. We did not expect that. We were definitely hoping that AMB can bounce back from this and get some kind of retribution against Chris Mercer. We know it took everything in Chris Mercer's arsenal to put down AMB. So can AMB bounce back from this?
Absolutely. And we're going to dig in tomorrow with A and B. And, honestly, I cannot wait for that interview, brother. But we also have another interview coming up. And I just took some chops by this man. And I'm going to tell you right now, Big Baby Ben was not ready.
Big Baby Ben was not ready to take on the top of the food chain, the Apex. That was an interesting way for that video to play out for sure. Yeah, that one will be November 15th at 8 p.m. But Big Baby, that man is the top of the food chain. He is the dominant one. But what about the one we have coming up, November 11th? I don't know if we have the video uploaded yet for that one, but Humek, the Aztec Monster, November 11th, 8 p.m. comes on the podcast to talk with Wrestling with Bros about his wrestling career and why he is such a dominant monster.
Unfortunately, tonight I do not have that footage, and I wish I really did. I did have, it was, quite interesting learning how to upload all these videos in this new software. So if you want to go to the Wrestling Bros Facebook page, Judas will be posting the Humic video where you can go check that out. And then on our next episode, where we talk about interviews in between our interviews that we have a lot coming up. Judas, we're also going to talk a surprise WWE topic before we hop off tonight. And I really want your out. There's two topics.
Okay.
And I need two Judas rants tonight. What did you think of Gunther and Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel?
Me, personally, loved it. Cody Rhodes is a phenomenal superstar. The man is the American Nightmare. the man that has held his own ever since he finally captured that WWE Undisputed Championship from Roman Reigns. The man has held his own. Gunther, he could have used that win. That win could have helped him. It could have done a lot for him. But Gunther is young. He's upcoming. He's already proved that he's a dominant superstar, and he didn't really need that victory this early in his career. Cody Rhodes, however, the American Nightmare has established himself in the wrestling world, and he really deserved to have that opportunity to add something to his resume. He doesn't have maybe, he may have another 10 years in him. Gunther, probably another 20 years. So, and Gunther's probably going to hold on to that world title for a long time to come. It's going to take a lot. We've seen it before with the Intercontinental Championship. It took a lot to take that title from Gunther, and Sami Zayn finally did that. But Gunther may still have the world title when we come around to Crown Jewel next year. And that may be his time at that time to be able to snag the Crown Jewel championship. Now, with that being said, I feel that Cody Rhodes, with his family's legacy, deserved to have this opportunity.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm a Cody crybaby myself. I like to stand up and hit the whoa, just like we both do, brother. But I'm also a ring general guy. I'm also
Yes.
a Gunther guy. So this match to me was so intriguing. I was on the edge of my seat. I have my top villain, Gunther, and I have my top babyface, Cody Rhodes, going one on one at Crown Jewel. And it was kind of boring that we didn't have that Judas Black energy here at Crown Jewel. But hopefully, actually, the next pay per view, which is Survivor Series, we'll be working at Midwest Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely, big baby. Midwest Championship Wrestling coming up November 30th, guys. You know the drill. The doors open at 6. Right there, guys. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. And this is a very special show. It's the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital toy drive donation. We are asking people to please bring unwrapped toys or gifts to donate, accepting toys and gift cards. And all the donations, this is awesome. All the donations will be delivered by MCW wrestlers. So for wrestlers to have that opportunity to deliver these gifts to these young children that are suffering from childhood cancer, guys, this is a very big, important event, November 30th. So please, if you can make it, please come on down. It's $25 for adults, $10 for kids. 6 and under is free, guys. The kids deserve this. This is a big, big event. So if you can make it, please join Wrestling with Bros. Please join MCW and the likes of superstars like AMB, Chris Mercer, Nasty Nick Nolan, just to name a few right off the top. Guys, the action is going to be packed. It is at every show. It is well worth coming to watch and to have the opportunity to donate a toy to a child in need for Christmas at the St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Absolutely. This is a must see show. And, we have been in talks. It is official. The Wrestling with Bros Hall of Honor will be presented November 30th live in front of the fans for Jimmy Smooth at MCW. And, this is such a big, important show. It's such an honor to hand out this award to MCW.
That is absolutely correct. We are honored, and we all miss Jimmy Smooth so much, man. He made a huge impact starting this show with MCW, but he made a huge impact in the wrestling business itself, giving people opportunities, giving people the chance to be a part of the wrestling world. And we're credit ourselves. We were given an opportunity by Jimmy Smooth and Oscar Miguel Rodriguez coming to us saying, "Hey, Jimmy would like you guys to do this show at this podcast at MCW." And ever since then, we've been given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to continue to be able to call the action live at MCW And now the show being in charge, the man being in charge of the show now, Austin Michael Baldridge, AMB, still wanting Wrestling with Bros back there, saying we want you guys here. And we've been joined now with a an announcer. I think his name was Justin, right?
Yep.
Justin is a huge add-on to the Wrestling with Bros podcast when it comes to commentating at MCW, man. And he really brings out a lot more energy from us that we didn't even realize we had. Like, we just love, love, love calling the show with Justin and just watching all the action at every MCW event.
Absolutely. And for the fans that are just tuning in, one last time tonight before we say our goodbyes and we get ready for the big interview tomorrow.
Big Baby, what was the
That's the
now?
big dog right there. The big dog, that in my opinion runs the yard, AMB.
Now, keep in mind, Big Baby, we got to let Austin know. He will have to copy that link and paste it into Google to be able to transfer over to the podcast, because I had to copy the link and then paste it on Google in order for it to route me over to the podcast tonight.
Well, we will make sure, all our guests know that there is a new method of getting on with Wrestling with Bros, and it's a new platform, and we're very excited to give this a go. We just wanted to have a little test run with you guys tonight and let everybody know that Austin Michael Baldridge, or everyone knows AMB, will be on the show tomorrow. It will be a YouTube and it will be a Facebook exclusive, so don't miss out on A and B. Judas, anything to add?
Um, you said you had a couple WWE topics, but you didn't.
Oh yeah, the big one. This is the two controversial ones. I'm sorry, I forgot. Two controversial ones. I got so excited to close the show with the big dog A and B. But does and this is waving the internet, so of course Wrestling with Bros is going to cover. Is Jade Cargill, does she need Bianca Belair in WWE to be here?
No, I mean, I honestly think Jade Cargill is a top heel talent, a top of the food chain kind of talent, and just her resume itself speaks volumes, and her size. Like, the woman is strong, she is powerful, she is a bodybuilder style personality, and she can definitely make it on her own if just given the right push in the right direction. But honestly, I have to say though, I do love the combination of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, two powerhouse women doing their thing week in and week out, proving why they are the top tag team in the women's division.
And I'm gonna have to completely agree with you on this situation here, but there is a what if in the back of Big Baby's brain that says, what if Jade Cargill is given a big singles title run, or or even a world or WWE title run push? Is she at that level yet, or is Bianca Belair going to help take her completely there? Can she do it on her own, or did Bianca take her to stardom?
Honestly, WWE brought her in a little too soon when they were first originally introducing her, and then they just kind of kept her backstage. Now, honestly, I think that at this point, Jade is starting to become very well known in WWE. She was very well known in the AEW universe. With knowing that, I think honestly, yeah, she could, if given her the right push, she could make it on her own in the world title picture.
and we got an honored guest or an honored person in the comment section that we love so much, and she's the mom of MCW. We got Stacy McCormick in the comment section. How's it
Good
going?
evening. Good evening there, Stacy. We are glad to hear from you. Just dropping like what he told everybody at the beginning of the show, a test episode here tonight to kind of test out the new software and see how things are going. So,
Well, and Stacy, and to present this. We can't wait
absolutely.
for that tomorrow, but there is one more controversial topic that I want to cover. We got Stacy in the comment again. We love bringing it up. It's going good. Glad to see you guys live. We are glad to be live. We have new software we are trying out, and honestly, I'm really liking the studio. But Bronson Reed should have got the W over Seth Rollins to look strong because they're trying to push him.
You're absolutely correct. In order to keep Bronson Reed looking dominant, looking strong, he should have gotten the W. And with not getting the W over Seth Rollins, who didn't even need the victory, he didn't need it. Like Seth Rollins is a monster. He's a powerhouse heavyweight himself. He has been dominant in the WWE for so long. And, honestly, I think that's why at the end there, Bronson Reed was standing strong in the middle of the ring and essentially laying out the next challenge to Seth Rollins. And then, Seth Rollins in that world title picture contenders match on Monday Night Raw and getting attacked again by Bronson Reed. So I think that's going to set up another match, a final match between these two. And I think that's where Bronson Reed will pick up his victory to prove he is strong enough to take out Seth freaking Rollins.
Absolutely. And we are a Seth freaking Rollins fans. We do support him and Becky Lynch on Wrestling with Bros. But the reason why I brought this up is because Bronson Reed has been a force in WWE the last couple weeks, and such a dominant force, in fact. And then for him just to take the L at Crown Jewel, it just, I love Seth Rollins, don't get me wrong, but an L for Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel, I think that was a creative mistake.
Well, it may have looked like a creative mistake in your eyes, big baby, but I think that in WWE's mind, this is a long-term storytelling, and long-term storytelling, sometimes you got to take the loss first before you get the dominant victory.
And we got Stacy in the comments. I'm loving your new video. Yes, so we love it too. That was made by Samantha, my wife, or as everyone in Wrestling Bros YouTube universe knows her as Wrestling Bish 29.
Is she talking about your video for the background?
Yeah.
I still can't see it.
Wow. Well, we know that Judas can't see this. I mean, everyone else can. It looks great, Judas. It looks great, Judas. But
So
go
I'll
ahead.
probably be able to see it when I get on my laptop. For some reason, it's not showing up on my phone.
But we've talked. Oh, one more time before we get off. Another interview that we're very excited for. Unfortunately, we are missing the Humic video, but we do have the man that gave Big Baby Ben chops, which is now over 900 views on all platforms. And I'm just saying, there is a new agreement on the table at the next MCW show. We will be live, everyone, and Apex will be giving me 3 bare chest chops full force, like I'm another wrestler, because I guess the veterans say I should have got it harder. So
You
guess
know,
what? Baby
and I
Bane is
will
going to
say
hard.
this. I will say this. This new thing that Big Baby is talking about is known as Wrestling with Bros presents Chop Sessions at MCW. We will both be taking chops. Let's just put that out there. Big Baby won't be on his own. Judas Black is not afraid of the Apex. He's not afraid to take the chops. Keep that in mind, Apex. Judas is coming.
Well, there is that man, the top of the food chain, Apex, and here is one of the OG fans coming in. Blue shirt girl, Deliana, how's it going?
How's it going there, Deliana? It's good to hear from you. It's been a while. We know, but we are glad to be back at it. And, Big Baby himself as well. And we can't wait for November 30th. Guys, like I said, before we close out the show tonight, MCW Skydive Chicago, November 30th. Doors open at 6. Shows starts at 7. And this one is a very, very special show in the St. Jude's Children's Hospital toy donation. So please, please, please bring a toy so we can present these toys to the children at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And yes, Stacey, we do know we are very crazy, but you know what? Wrestling with Bros does what the fans want, and we try to provide everything we can to make our fans happy. And
Oh
right there,
no,
you see,
this is not the fans that wanted this. The veterans that saw this video said, Big Baby Ben needs it harder. The veterans have spoken, and you know what? I'm about to deliver, Judas. And I think you're about to come in and deliver too. But this will be called Chop Sessions with Wrestling Bros. November 30th will be Apex, and the goal is every show the wrestler of that we ask or comes to us and ask is on the next episode of Chop Sessions of Wrestling Bros at every MCW event.
I'm super pumped for it. I'm excited. But I think we got everything covered here tonight, Big Baby. You got anything else?
No, this is Big Baby Ben.
This is Judas Black, guys, and this has been Wrestling with Bros. We love you guys.